the kids and took on roles as removal men all in a day's campaigning. Here's Fiona Walker.
It all got off to a colourful start. The Lord Lion King of Arms officially proclaimed the dissolution of Parliament at the Market Cross in Edinburgh. Apart from the pageantry, on the agenda today were pensioners, Labour's record in government, the NHS and jobs. Talking of jobs, these removal men might be advised not to give up the day job.
Bob the Builder, here we go. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Right.
The Scottish Conservatives' message to Labour was bold, in blue and white.
We've had enough of Labour after 13 years. We've got to remove Labour and Gordon Brown from Downing Street on the 6th of May. And our removal van will be touring Scotland in all our target seats, telling Scots that they can play a part in bringing about a change of government.
Did you want to brush your teeth?
Teeth and the NHS. That's what the Scottish National Party were talking about today. If you live in Scotland, you might think your NHS isn't controlled by the Westminster Government, but the SNP had an answer to that.
The budget for the Scottish Government, and by extension the budget for the Health Service, is determined by London. And if we have the main UK parties saying that there will be deep cuts to the Scottish budget, then that poses a threat to our vital public services. And what the SNP is arguing in this election is that we must protect our vital public services and make the cuts to the things that people don't want.
The Scottish Liberal Democrats weren't quite jumping through hoops to create jobs for young people. But that's what they were championing.
Sounded good, actually. Sounded down.
Apprenticeships, training and new jobs for what they called Labour's lost generation.
People need jobs, they need work, they need an ability to pay for a mortgage, to get back onto the housing ladder, to have a future. So we would create 16,000 jobs, particularly in green, sustainable industries. That has to be the future for Scotland, has to be the future for a lost generation who've been left behind by Labour, where unemployment, youth unemployment, has been rising, indeed has doubled in these past few years. That is the change the Liberal Democrats would make.
I don't know why I love you like I do.
It was all twirls and shimmies for Labour in East Renfrewshire, and promises too of an improving picture for pensioners.
This is a mixture of areas that are reserved to the UK Parliament and things which are devolved to Scotland. So, for example, very important commitments to sustain the pension tax credit, the winter fuel payment, to link the state pension to earnings, but at the same time a very strong commitment to sustain and maintain the system of free personal care, which has been so important and so popular in Scotland.
In London, all eyes were on David Cameron today at his campaign launch. It's the Conservatives' turn in Scotland on Monday, when we'll bring you their Scottish launch in full. We'll leave you with an alternative look at the day's campaigning.
Here we go.
Yeah. Look at that.
Fully dressed. Fully dressed.
Can you stop Tim tweeting here, because I know what he's tweeting.
What were you tweeting?
Oh, I know what he's tweeting.
I don't know why I love you.
You've made some teeth.
I wasn't very sure what I was making.
Do you need things? Do you need dentures?
I don't know why I just do.
Today's campaign roundup, so let's get back to our main theme this evening on the economy in the company of our two regular commentators on such matters.